Welcome back, everybody, to another day of 7 Days to Die with Theo and Bash. This is another episode of our Let's Build series, and we've got a new building to show you today. Well, today's building is a collaboration. I had the idea that I wanted to do a water tower. Bash had the idea that she wanted offset towers to the sides. So we got together, and this is what we built for you. Looking at our image here, we've got a strong central tower with two offset towers to the side, connected by walkways, and we've got waterfalls flowing off of, pretty much all the edges. Kind of tried to do it artfully. Looking around, you can see it from the back here. Now each tower on the side has a cement base and a wood frame, and Pash took and used tint awnings to decorate the tops to give it a slightly contrasting view there. We took the cement or concrete and we layered it with lines of upgrades to give it a little texture, vertically on the center tower and horizontally on the others. And what do we have here? We'll talk about that big later. Now, looking at this building, I like the gates out front. And looking up at the undercarriages here, I did not want to do a huge base around the bottom of the towers. So I took and did a 3x3 pillar, and that wasn't enough to support the weight. So later we'll show you how we actually went in and supported the entire building properly. Now, looking here, there are no ladders, there are no stairs to enter this base, but you can get in just fine. We've got water elevators. That's right, you just step into the water, hit the space bar, and up you swim. And here's the entryway. Now, Pash thought this kind of looked like a hospital, so that was the design theme that we went for. And this is the reading room, waiting room here in the hospital. Looking around, we got a library feel, some lockers and cases. Moving on in. Now, the way to go up and down on floors is also our water elevator, and we've got the little offices down here, the dispensary on the left, and we're going in here for the administrative office here. You got the desk and your windows and the counters. I thought it looked pretty cool. And then here on this side, we got the dispensary. Pash wants me to go in first. There we go. And lockers and pill cases, just as a desk here, and it's right behind the window so you can look out and see the trees, our bright, beautiful background here. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at the first floor of the building. Now, I thought we'd just do something a little different. I felt like somehow I felt like this building looked a little bit like an aquarium. So I said, well, why not have a glass room? So in we go. And everything in here is coated with the glass blocks. It gives, just kind of an odd feel, kind of eerie. If you've ever been in an underground aquarium, that's kind of what it looks like. That's kind of what I was feeling when I built this particular building. And as you notice, we can just swim right up the middle of the tower here. Pash can't count, so we're going to the fourth floor next. And here we have our kitchen. I took and just put a little pattern on the floor with upgrading the concrete with steel. If you didn't know, you can upgrade concrete with the repair tool and steel ingots. Got our fridge, our countertops. We'll go back down to the third floor. I have to say, the water elevator is just about the most fun that I've had in little building tools. We've got just a little desk in here and a little waiting room. And we've got patient beds on the other side. A little medicine cabinet, some beds, plants. Figure this is where, you leave your sleeping roll if that's where you're gonna put it for your base. And into the middle again. And we will go back up. You can do it. You can do it. We'll let Patch go first this time. Now it does take a bit of getting used to, but you can go up or down 3.5 to 4 stories in the water before you start drowning. So before that, you need to hop off at a room. A little operating theater here. I like the bed on the counter. The sinks, little desk there, and of course you got blue. I really was happy with this building. I like the way it turned out quite a lot. And we'll go back outside and take a look here. Now the only way to go in and out are through the connecting doors on either side tower. So you can go out or in of this building on either floor 2 or 3. Now I did not build this. This is a building that was built as a decoration building. It is not set up for defense, but you could easily put spike pits around this entire building. It's got a uniform base, and they'd go in quite well. We'll just step into the water, and down you go. And as you can see, we're descending here at a reasonable rate of speed. And at any time you want to go back up, you just press the space bar. I thought about making these pools deeper, and at some point in the future I might do that, just to make it a little bit more fun there. Because if you go out early, you can break your leg. So, looking up, what I did is on the row right beneath the floor, I put an extra ring of blocks, two wide, and then an extra ring of blocks 1 wide right below that. That let me use the narrow base, and it allowed the building to support a great deal more weight from that central pillar than it did otherwise. Building this without those particular buttressing actually caused the buildings to fall apart a few times when we were constructing them. Looking up, I just like the profile of the building, and the way we've got the torches. Pash here's being awful quiet, but she liked the sides, and I added the cross to the top. I just wanted to break up the shape from the others. Here it is at night, and I think it looks even better at night. It gives you a kind of spooky pumpkin feel for Halloween here. Dun, dun, dun. The two little circles kind of remind me of jack-o'-lanterns. And as you can see, we've got water falling, and if you block off the water properly, it'll just go over the edge and just spill all the way down. And that's what we did to put lines of water on the outside of the buildings. And I'm really hoping on the next update with the changes to water that this is going to look really cool. You can see from the sides, you can notice from the distance the banding on the left and right, and then the striping on the front. It makes it look taller and kind of wider, just using the stripes to fool the eye. Looking down again. Now, something that Pash and I have been talking about, we're open to ideas, and if you guys have any building ideas that you'd like us to try out, or gameplay ideas, we will love to hear them. Looking up again here. Pash asked me to pose here. I asked her if it was a little sacrilegious to put me in front of the cross there. Nah. I think the building looks really good, and it has a nice profile. And it is an incredible amount of fun going down the water slides. I thought about naming this Theo's Wet and Wild Fun Park, but well, Pash disagreed. I got overridden. What can I say? She's not talking. Okay, here we go. Looking at it again from the distance on the side, you can see that it really does have a nice profile there. I mean, any direction that you look at it from, it's got a good profile against the skyline here. Now, we're going to go back to the pig here in a second. And the reason that the pig is important is I've actually restarted this game several times, and the pig is always there. Now, what this showed me was that these pigs, and probably the deer and the bear as well, are persistent items. I mean, if you log out, zombies disappear. They despawn. But basically, these pigs and deer and bear are wandering loot items that actually are tracked by the game continuously. So I caught one and I buried it so I'd know it was there when I respawned out. And he's done his little job. I think he's tired of being buried down in the burning dirt. I don't know why. I was looking forward to some luau. Anyway, this is our building and we're awful proud of it. Tell us what you think. And if you so feel inclined, like and subscribe. And join us for some more great content in the future. Bash and Theo, signing off.